Nobody told me I had crazy hair. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. That's okay. That's okay. Even the mirror didn't tell me that my hair was going to act like this when I took it down. I don't know. It needs its own fucking life. It just needs to go do its own thing. The fuck? Hi guys, how are we? Guess what? Tonight is Astrological Reads. I haven't done them in a while. Words are hard. I haven't done them in a while. So I thought I would do some. Y'all want to know how your December is going to go? Would you like to know? Yeah? Yeah? Thank you, Miss Kim. Well, if you guys would like to know how your December is going to go, I have a few tickets left. Yeah. Just a few. But I'm going to get on here. I'm going to pull y'all's birth charts. Thank you, Miss Joy. I love the little dancing beaver. So I'm going to pull y'all's... It's been a long day. First thing I did, I came home. I fixed myself a chai latte with all the whipped cream. I put on my serial killer leggings, my big old huge sweatshirt. It's on like Donkey Kong. Y'all ready? Miss Christine Carver, you are first. I feel like we need music. Do we need music? We need music. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Pandora it is. Okay, I'll let y'all pick. 80s or 90s? I mean, I have the MTV shirt on. 80s? I'm always down for 80s. Sound good? What do you think? 80s. I saw all the 80s. 90s, 80s. Okay. 80s kind of wins. 80s rock radio. Let's do Doc Can Vacate, because I can't with you. There we go. Yeah? Yeah? I think that's perfect. Start off with some Pat Benatar. Yeah? All right. Miss Christine Carver. Let's see if I already have your chart. Man, y'all are making it to where I have pages and pages and pages. Oh, gee, look, I do have Christine Carver. All right, Miss Christine. You ready? What's behind me? Where? Y'all are too sweet. Thank you. I am straight a hot mess tonight. I have to go get my hair cut tomorrow. This is a little shaggy. No good shield maiden would be caught with this. All right. So, Miss Christine, I have your birth chart pulled up. Can y'all hear me? All right. So let me progress you through and see how it looks today. All right, Christine. So I'm looking through December. So let me just tell you this. Not much is changing throughout December until... Okay. So not much is changing through December for you. Until literally Christmas Eve. Let me go back and I can tell you kind of where you're going to be until Christmas Eve, okay? All right. So, what's going on right now in your birth chart? You have a lot of things in retrograde. So you have a lot of things that are literally holding you in place. They're holding you in place, okay? So we're going to start with your Mars. Your Mars is in retrograde and it's in Libra, meaning that you're having a problem wordsing your masculine side. your passion, your anger, your power, that masculine aspect of you is in the dirt. Like, it's just non-existent. Your Saturn is also in retrograde in Libra, meaning that any karmic things you were trying to take care of right now, this is the good, okay? This is good. Saturn's kind of like taking a little break. So that's a good thing. Your Pluto is also in retrograde. That one's not as big a deal either. It's kind of a good thing. But the bad thing, the bad aspect of Pluto being in retrograde is that you don't feel pretty enough. You don't feel thin enough. You don't feel like looks-wise it's enough. You also have your Jupiter in retrograde, and it's in Scorpio, meaning that you are kind of beating the shit out of yourself lately. And I'm going to tell you not to do that, but you're going to do it anyway because you can't help it. You have two other things. You have one. I fibbed. Don't listen to me. You just have one. Your Neptune is also in retrograde, which actually is a good thing. When Neptune is in retrograde, it means your head is not too much in the clouds. When Neptune is direct, it means that you can have a problem daydreaming. Does that make sense? So it's a good thing that your Neptune's in retrograde. You're kind of evening yourself out here. Does that make sense? Now, Christmas Eve. Your moon goes in direct with Saturn. I know people are like, I have no idea what that fucking means. Okay. Your moon is your emotions, your shadow aspect of yourself, the parts that you hide, that you don't tell anybody about, okay? So when your moon goes into like direct line with Saturn, that is all the karma. Well, your Saturn's in retrograde. So you're going to feel stuck. So here's the thing. Let me look at Christmas. Your moon is making a lot of moves throughout December. It shifts. Let me go back to now. Wait, let me do this. Okay. Your moon shifts. Wow. Let me go ahead 1 month. Your moon shifts more than anything this month. It's in Pisces, meaning that you feel the need to overgift to everybody to make up for your own, it's almost like perceived shortcomings. Does that make sense? So here's what I'm going to say. Be really careful not to overspend on Christmas this year because of where your moon is sitting. Your Venus is also in Aquarius. Your Mercury is in Pisces, meaning that you feel the need to overly mother and overly nurture and overly spoil everybody right now. Even people that you're like, you're being a dick to me, but let me give you shit anyway. So how about this? When you feel like you're going to need to overgift this person or that person or whatever, I want Christine to do something nice for Christine. Okay? Seriously. Doesn't mean you have to go buy yourself a bunch of shit or whatever. It just means I want you to do something nice for you. Because all those things that are in retrograde, they're going to hit you really hard on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah. It's going to smack you really hard, Christine. Okay? And I feel like at this point in our relationship, you and me as friends. And so I don't want that to happen. I don't like that happening. Okay. So let me look here. I'm going to look at one more thing. Ooh. They updated my program. I can do this minute by minute. I shit you not. Not that that would really do any good. But I'm like, what? Minute by minute? That's fucking cool. Woo. Okay. So here's the other thing, Christine. And this has its good and its bad. Over half of your chart right now is in mutable signs. So mutable signs are the end of that season. So you have the cardinal, you have fixed, and you have mutable. Cardinal are like the first. That's the leadership, the drive, the moving forward. The fixed is, okay, let's knuckle down and get this done and like go through the things. Mutable is ending shit. It's changing. It's ending. Being done. So this has its good and its bad aspect, especially because like 53% of your chart is mutable right now. Meaning it is a great time. December is a fucking fantastic month for you to end the ways of doing things. So if you want to set goals going forward into January, into next year, the rest of your chart is pretty, your air and fire are balanced really well. Your earth is only 13 and your water and fire, excuse me, and your air is 33. So your ability to process things around you in like intellectually, logically, sharing ideas and stuff, girl, this is the perfect month for you to get rid of some bullshit, to get rid of some baggage of shit you not. Because your mutable signs are so massive. Thank you, love. Your mutable signs are so massive and your air is humongous. Love, this is Christine's month. This is your month to get rid of some things. Okay? So do it. Absolutely do it. Promise me? Yeah? Pinky promise? This is a good month for you to get rid of some stuff, Christine. Yeah. It's a great, great time for you to get some shadow work done, to get rid of some shit. It's time. It's time. Yeah. So, does that help, Miss Christine? Sweet. I'm glad. I'm glad. I love you. All right. Yeah. My dinner tonight is popcorn because I left my dinner at the shop. Thank you, Miss Amy. All right. Let's see who I've got next on my list here. Woo, y'all. Holy shit, my list is almost filled. Guys. I'm not complaining, but holy shit. All right, Miss Kathy Mazzell. I know I have your chart too. Let me put this next to that. All right. Why not have yours? Oh, I put in Catherine. I typed in Kathy and I'm like, I know I pulled your chart before. All right. Ooh, girly. Okay, so you ready, Miss Kathy? Just looking at your at your transits right now. You have 5 placements in water. 3 are Cancer. 1 Scorpio and 1 Pisces, telling me that you are like super over emotional right now. And your Venus is in Gemini. No. Yes. Oh, girly. So you have all of these water placements, meaning your emotions are on high edge. Your Sun, your Jupiter, and your Mars are all Cancer. Your Venus is barely into Gemini. Barely. Like on the line. But your communication is in Leo and retrograde, meaning that you want to say every fucking thing, but you can't get it out of your face. Kathy, I just want to give you the biggest hug. I just want to give you the biggest hug after looking at this. Because you're over emotional. Oh God, your moon's in Scorpio too. No. Your moon's in Virgo. Oh shit. Somebody needs to give Kathy all the hugs and all the chocolate and all the wine. I'm serious. Kathy, honey, I'm sorry. I love you. So, just looking at your chart. Girl. You have all the emotions. You want to say all the things, but you can't. And then you have your moon in fucking Virgo, meaning you're overthinking all the emotions. And your Pluto is in Virgo, meaning that you're also being super hard on yourself. Just like Christine, you two just high five as you go by each other in the chat because you're both like beating the shit out of yourself. The good thing is that your Saturn is in retrograde, meaning all the karmic stuff is just kind of like, all right, let me look at this over here. Yeah, 40% of your chart is water right now. 40%. Oh, you're like totally fighting against yourself right now too. So 46% of your chart, almost 47% is in cardinal signs, meaning you are ready to turn over a new leaf, to start some new things, to do the things. But at the same time, you have all of this water, which makes, God, somebody needs to tell me when my hair is doing stupid shit. Okay. So you have all this ambition and this drive to move forward, but your water is also huge. So that means that you're like super sensitive, your intuition is on point, but your fire is like 20%, meaning in that aspect, your drive is like this. So you want to do all the things, but you can't do all the things. You get lost in the emotional aspect of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna look at one more thing here. So now I'm looking at your hemispheres too. I didn't look at that on Christine because most of her stuff was like super obvious. So here's what's going on with yours, okay? Here's what's going on with yours, Kathy. Right now, most of your placements, your planets, are down in your northern hemisphere. That is the subconscious. So right now, this month, the things that are happening, you don't really have too much of control over. Here's the things you do have control over. How other people's energy affects you. Because when I'm looking at your east and western hemisphere, the east is what you put out, the west is what you take in. There's like 10 placements in the west and only 4 in the east. So you need to be really careful who you're around, how you're allowing them to affect you, etc. Because you're subconsciously taking in their energy. Your intuition is on point right now. So the good thing about this is you need to trust that shit with everything. So if your intuition is telling you something's wrong, something's good, go this way, drive this way, do this, buy this, whatever, do it, okay? Your intuition is on fucking point right now. Just be careful who you allow in your space because their energy is going to affect you in a huge way. Huge way, okay? Yeah. That makes sense? That makes sense? Sorry, I'm watching messages go on the top there. I just want to give a quick shout out real quick. And I don't know if they're watching right now. But Crystal and Bridget have been at the shop and they have been working their fucking asses off tirelessly to help me lately. And I don't know what I would do without them. I legit don't know what I would do without them, guys. I really don't. And so I want to tell you something else. So Crystal has been helping with security at the shop because I know that you guys don't know or see some of the things behind the scenes, but there's some scary people out there. So I have a Crystal to beat them up. No, I mean, I have a Crystal at the shop to run security. But Bridget is fucking utterly fantastical with some of the shit she makes. So she has made some lotion. She's going to make some things for the shop. Y'all are in for a treat. I'm just saying. She's like super magical with this shit. So she's going to make some things for the shop. They are not ready yet because she hand makes all of these things. Handmade lotions, handmade things like that you cannot get anywhere else. I'm just saying. She's fucking fantastic. Crystal is fantastic. And without them right now, I was super overwhelmed today with just all the things, okay? And I had a mini freakdown. My freakdown, that's what we're going to call it now. Because it wasn't really a breakdown. It wasn't really a freak out. So we're going to call it a freakdown. There you go. Words are fun. Without them, I don't know what I would do right now. They are utterly fantastic and I fucking adore them. And I wanted to make sure that every one of you guys heard it. Just wanted you to know. Wanted them to know. And now I'm having a hot flash, so off goes the fucking heater. I moved the heater closer tonight, so yeah. Guys, I bought serial killer leggings at the last show, and they're fantastic, and I love them. I just wanted to say that to you. All right. So, thank you, Miss Kathy. Miss Minnie Pooh, are you on here, Miss Minnie? Did you get my message the other day? I hope so. I haven't looked to see if you answered back. All right. There she is. You're watching me at your company work party. I'm sorry, that's really funny. That's really funny. I love you so big. You guys are all fantastic. All right, Miss Minnie. Woo. So the first thing I noticed, so when I pull up y'all's charts, okay? Aww. Thank you guys. I love you all. Y'all have no idea how much I love you. Every single one of you. Even you trolly McTrollersons out there. All right. So Miss Minnie, Miss Ankita, the first thing I notice, okay, so when I pull up a chart on here, guys, it shows me your transit chart, like from when you were born, right? She has this amazing fucking point, this diamond just like right up to her personal power, okay? So I know we've discussed this before with your Jupiter being in retrograde when you were born. It means that one of the things you have to overcome in this life is your personal power. What I noticed when I moved your chart to today is that diamond is back. That point is back. And guess where it's pointing? Guess where it's pointing? Are you here, Miss Minnie? I hope you are. I hope you are. Because I want to just fucking high five you right now. You have no idea. Okay. So remember how I said just now and before that your Jupiter was in retrograde when you were born. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was in Cancer when you were born. It was. Oh my God, girl, you're fixing to fucking own all the karma. Are you ready? Are you ready? When you were born, your Jupiter was in retrograde, meaning, and in Cancer, meaning part of your journey in this life was to overcome not feeling like you had any personal power. You have an immense amount of personal power, but that was your lot to overcome in this life. One of the main things, okay? One of the main things. Right now, today, that point is back and it's pointing right at your Jupiter, which is no longer in retrograde, and it's back in Cancer. So, let me go this forward. It's not changing. It's not changing. It's not changing. I'm like getting beyond fucking excited. Miss Minnie, this literally is your fucking month. Thank you, love. This is your fucking month. This month, you have everything in place for your personal power to step out. Literally all you have to do is grab it. All you have to do is let it loose. Your Jupiter is back in Cancer. Everything is pointing right back how it should. Both your Pluto, which is how you feel about yourself. The only problem with your Pluto is right now it's in retrograde, meaning that you can be a little down on yourself, okay? But your communication is at the other end of this. And it's in Pisces, meaning that you are a charmer extraordinaire right now. A charmer extraordinaire right now. Holy shit balls, Miss Minnie. This is... Girl. Girl. Alright. This is fantastic as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Your Venus is in Aquarius and your Mars is in Virgo. No, I lied. Your Mars is in Capricorn. So those two, Capricorn and Aquarius together as a masculine, feminine, either way, is a fantastic pairing. You are just utterly balanced and you can own the fucking world right now, girl. 40% of your chart is in cardinal signs. And the other two are pretty balanced, 33 and 26. I mean, it's not complete balance, but it's pretty balanced. Meaning right now you have everything you need in place in your chart to move forward how you need to move forward, to start things, to end things, to get things done. Now, the only thing that I see is in your elements, okay? Over like 53% of your chart is water, meaning that you're extremely sensitive right now and your intuition is through the roof. So use that intuition to your advantage. Because with that personal power, man, my hair is like crazy. With that personal power, girl, if you trust that intuition, like you're a powerhouse. Nothing is gonna fucking stop you. Nothing except for yourself. Like you're the only thing that can stop you this month. Thank you, love. So 40% of your chart is earth. Meaning that your intuition is through the roof, your emotions are through the roof, but you're also extremely grounded in who you are and set in what you need to do. The only problem I see is that your air is little bitty and it's like 6%, meaning that it can be hard for you to process things logically. So lean on that grounded aspect of you, okay? Lean on who you are, who you've always been. The main problem I see is there's no fire in your chart right now, meaning that this has its good and its bad, meaning there's not a lot of passion and push and anger there, but there's not a lot of anger there. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can look at everything in a very grounded manner. Like December is your month. This is like your month to set everything up in place, manifest what you want for the next year and beyond. Like this is the time you can wipe away so much shit. So much shit. Girl, you better be ruling the world at the end of this month. I'm not playing. You better be absolutely ruling the fucking world at the end of this month. I'm just saying. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. All right. Miss Sarah Beard. So I saw somebody ask about this. I have them in my shop online, on the site. I have hair cuffs, things like that. All right, Miss Sarah. Let's see if I have your chart already. H. I do not. You get a squeaky clean new chart, Miss Sarah Beard. So give me just a minute to enter in all your goodies. Ooh, you're barely an Aquarius. So usually when I do these on here, guys, I don't need to know your birth time to do these because I'm not looking at your ascendant positions, okay? All right, Miss Sarah, let's look at this. You ready? So I'm looking at your natal chart when you were born first. Ooh, you are like, you're almost on the cusp of being a Pisces, and your Mercury's in Pisces. You are a force to be reckoned with when somebody is arguing with you. And your Mars is your Mars is in Aries. Okay, so do not argue with Sarah Beard. All right. Thank you. Sarah. Are you here, Sarah? Because we need to chat really quick. Just because, like, I'm looking at your natal chart, and when I moved it to today, yeah. Hey, love. That's not nice. Y'all, you don't come into somebody else's live and push going somewhere else. You don't come into somebody else's live and push reading or push. You don't do that. Like, that's not cool. That's not kosher. Not at all. Not at all, sir. Hope you enjoy your evening. All right. All right, let's see. Miss Sarah, did you say you were here? Well, let's get back to it. All right. I got him. I got him. Fucking on that shit. I'm on that shit. All right. I'm drinking all the caffeine. Yeah. All right, Miss Sarah. So the first thing I noticed was, I was laughing about, like, don't argue with you, right? But what I noticed is most of your placements are down in this part of your chart. From, like, your 11th house on down around your 6th. Like, there's nothing in 7 through 10 up here. So they kind of form something like this, all right? When I flip to now, to today, right now, right this instant, everything suddenly is that was not a triangle. It's triangular. That is not a triangle. Everything suddenly is triangular. Meaning that you're kind of closing a loop. You're closing a gap. Okay. So you're closing a gap. You're closing off some things that need to be closed. Okay, let me look over here real quick. Remember how I just said you were closing a gap? So I went and looked at your attributes, right? So I'm looking at, like, cardinal, fixed, mutable, like what we just talked about. Dude, 46% of your chart is mutable. This is the month for you to start cutting things off, letting go, removing things from your life that no longer need to be there. So anybody, any situation, anything, etc., that has done you wrong, that's not in your highest good, bye. It needs to kick fucking rocks. And not yesterday, like now. It needs to now. Well, yesterday too. But it needs to now. Y'all know what I meant. Not tomorrow, but now. There we go. Words. Words. Sarah. Girl, this is the month. This is the time for you to be able to let shit go. To cut shit off. Let me look at something else real quick. Let me move you forward throughout this month, because almost every part of your, what did I just do? I was like, that does not look like Sarah's chart, because I clicked right out of it. I got too excited. Clicked right out of that shit. All right. There we go. That's better. All right. I was looking at something real quick here. Your Saturn is in Sagittarius. Thank you, Miss Sassy Pants. Sarah, your Saturn is in Sagittarius. And that is your karma planet. Whatever it is that you need to close off, that you need to let go of, that needs to kick rocks, this is exactly the time to do it. Okay? Not only is this a, hey, don't argue. Y'all are so cute in the stars. Not only is this a, hey, don't argue with Sarah, but this is a get some popcorn and fucking watch how she cuts shit off. Because a karma planet being in Sagittarius means you're going to be doing this in an utterly fantastic fucking manner. Utterly fantastic manner. Thank you, Miss Sassy McSasspants. You have everything you need to fucking cut people off, girl. I keep saying people because I feel like you've been letting people walk all over you for a while. All right. So 20% of your signs, thank you, Sass. 20% of your signs are cardinal, meaning you're not ready to start anything new. You have to clear some shit out of your path. Thank you, CM. Thank you. Y'all are so great. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. I love the cat paw and the crowns. Who doesn't love the crowns? All right. So Sarah. The rest of your chart, like your elements, they're pretty even. You have your air and your water are both 20%. Your earth is 26%. Your fire is 33%, meaning it's just a little bigger than the others. But here's the cool thing. That fire is going to help you cut shit out of your life. Help you tell people to kick fucking rocks. Sarah, let me look at one more thing. Your east and west are pretty balanced. East is a little more. It's 9 to 6. That's exactly what I'd want to see. Thanks to Shauna with the little corgi butt. Yeah. Yes. Fucking perfect. And thank you, Charming. The other good thing is there are 12 positions in your northern part, meaning that you're going to bust through these and kick things out and gone and done subconsciously. So when you've kicked people out of your life, when you've removed people and you're looking back going, why did I do that? Karmically, it needed to happen. And so the universe was like, bye. Girl, it's your month. Own it. Okay? Own it. All right, Miss Emily. Let's see if I have you or not. I mean, I know I have you, but thank you, Miss Tammy. Let's see if I have your chart. Emily gets a brand new squeaky clean chart too. Not like they get worn. I mean, they're digital, but still. Oh, I just hit the wrong button and hit paste or copy instead of paste. New Mexico. I was just talking about that earlier. I've really fallen in love with New Mexico this year. Just saying. All right, Miss Emily, are you ready? Ready? So let me look at your birth chart here real quick. Thank you, Bae. Yay, there's Miss Emily. All right, let me look at you here. Okay. You are just a ball of fucking fire, aren't you? A Scorpio with a Pisces moon. Woo, girly. All right. Okay. So let me go back to this. All right. Now we're going to go to today. Okay. Girl, you have 5 Sagittarius placements right now. Your sun is in Sagittarius. Your Pluto is in Sagittarius. Your Mercury is in Sagittarius. Your Mars is in Sagittarius. And your Jupiter is in Sagittarius. So your communications, how you feel about yourself, your personal power, and your divine masculine, as well as your overall personality, is all Sagittarius right now. Meaning you are on it, flamboyant. Let's go. Let's do all the shit. And to top it off, your Venus is in Capricorn, and Capricorn women are very, very strong-willed, strong-minded, etc. You are like a powerhouse of fucking... You're like a titanium tornado right now. You're a titanium tornado. Bet. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. That ought to be everything. That's all you need to say the rest of the month. It's on like fucking Donkey Kong. Don't get in my way. Don't get in my way, bitch. Oh my gosh. Okay. So remember how I was laughing that December is the month for Sarah to cut shit off? Emily is one-upping that because 73%, this was one of the most, this is probably one of the biggest percentages of a chart I've ever seen, Emily, okay? I'm serious. 73% of your chart is mutable, meaning you're gonna end all the shit. The other part, the 26% that's left, is cardinal. So you're gonna start the fights and then finish the fights, and then you're gonna finish fights you didn't even know you were in or start. You're just finishing all the shit. Finishing all the shit. So if y'all need something finished, we're just going to call Emily the finisher. And so if y'all need something finished, she's going to knock it out. Thank you, Lisa. Miss Emily is just on it. And here's the other kicker. You guys ready for this? Not only is she going to finish all the shit and she's going to move forward. Like I would bet, Emily, after the first of the year, you feel like a completely new person. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I would absolutely use the snake as your totem animal this month because snakes shed their skin as a form of rebirth, of growth. That's exactly what you're doing. You are shedding so much bullshit. Thank you, Spirit. You are shedding so much bullshit. But here's the kicker. Here's the best part of it. Almost half your chart is fire. 40% of your chart is fire. Meaning drive and enthusiasm and passion. So we're going to have one camera on Sarah and one camera on Emily. And we're all just going to watch you for the rest of the month. Because it'll be fantastic. I just want to watch it. I just want to watch all the things. The rest of your chart, like element-wise, is pretty even. 20, 26, and 13. Those are pretty even. The 26 is earth, meaning you're pretty grounded. So when you're letting people really have it, you're grounded in how you're doing it. You're grounded in how you're doing it. So yeah. Oh wait. I want to look at something real quick. Oh my God. And your Saturn is in Pisces, meaning you're really charming about it. Meaning, as you're telling people to fuck off, you're doing it in like the most charming ass way. So when they leave, you're like, yeah, fuck you, fuck off, man. But you've done it in such a fabulous way that when they leave, they're like, I just love her. And then they're like, wait, did she tell me to fuck off? I like you, Emily. I like you a lot. That's awesome. Dude, this is awesome. December is going to be an utterly fantastic month for you too. But here's the thing. For those of you guys, when I'm saying you're going to end all the things, you're going to end a lot of things and move forward. Some of the things you're going to be ending, these are going to be relationships. These are going to be people that you've had in your life for a long time. They're going to be situations. They're going to be jobs or whatever. Places that you've had, been, etc. a lot. So sometimes letting go of some of these things sucks and it's going to be hard. So even though I'm like, oh my God, December's going to be a great month for you. And then towards the end of December, you're like, dude, I've lost like 15 fucking friends. I've told them all to fucking kick rocks. I lost my job that I've had for 10 years, like all this stuff. It's not been a great month. It has. And here's why. Because all that shit had to be cleared out karmically for you to have all of the better shit coming your way. I'm serious. Sometimes you think that everything is going great in your life, but it's not. It's great on the surface. It's great on the surface. It's just like, okay, it's just like having this beautiful ice skating pond, okay? The ice is just gorgeous and it's beautiful and you're out there skating on it. Underneath, that water is fucking churning and rolling and you don't know where the ice is going to get thin and you're going to go under. Better to clear that fucking ice out and start brand new, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm just saying. So, guys, just because karma, the universe, God, Allah, Odin, Zeus, whoever it is that you are aligned with, whatever it is you believe in, when they remove stuff from your life, when the universe removes stuff from your life, it can seem like one of the best things you have, and it's gone. I'm gonna remove this fucking piece of my hair right here, but it's literally for your highest good. It is. It's for your highest good. Okay? It means something better is coming. I promise. All right. Amanda James. We ready, Miss Amanda James? I don't think I have you yet, do I? Let's see if you're in my collection. I guess I should say that, right? Ooh, I don't have Amanda James. I don't have Amanda James. You get a squeaky clean new chart too. So I'm not streaming on YouTube tonight, but when I'm done with this, I will get this downloaded and put on YouTube. I will say that me uploading stuff from my phone is taking for stupid ever. So it may be tomorrow before it actually gets uploaded. I will leave it uploading tonight while I'm asleep. And keep all my fucking fingers crossed. This is pulling out some good songs tonight, yeah? It's been a while since I've had 80s night. All right. Miss Amanda James. Here we go. Okay, let me get a feel for your chart. Woo! You are a complicated little soul, aren't you? Holy shit fuck. Your chart is like everywhere. So you had 3 things in retrograde when you were born. One being your Mercury, and it was in Leo. So you have such a hard time communicating. You have a hard time getting points across sometimes, especially something that you're passionate about. It's almost like you get tongue-tied. Okay. All right. You ready to see now? It's one thing I've never been good at a duck face because I have like high cheekbones anyway. So when I do that, it literally looks like I'm making a fish face. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, wait. Hang on a minute. Okay. So when you were born, your Neptune and your Uranus, they're both in Virgo and they're in retrograde. So guess what's happening right now? In your chart, Neptune and Uranus are again in your Virgo and they're in retrograde. They were in your 9th house and now they're in your 8th house. Okay. What I love though is that your communication is on point. Your communication is in Virgo right now, okay? Your communication is in Virgo along with your personal power, meaning that you're ready to stop and kind of look at situations before you act, before you think. I also love that. Remember when I said, oh my God, when I pulled you up, it was like ping, 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 ping everywhere. Everything is kind of coming into I don't want to say conjunction, into like its triangular self. Everything is finally evening out how it needs to be. Okay, let me look at the rest of this month. Woo, your moon is doing some shifting and some changing. Holy shit. Okay. So the main thing that I see, Amanda, going on right now is your moon is shifting. It stays, oh, it's in Capricorn. Your moon is in Capricorn and it's staying in Capricorn. So I will say this, that's the only thing that I see right now before I like move on to looking at some of your placements. Your moon being in Capricorn and being that it's shifting toward Aquarius tells me that this month is going to be a month where you're going to be a little hard on yourself internally. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Don't let this fester. Don't let it just sit there and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow until it explodes. Take this from a Capricorn. Take this from a Capricorn. when you have a moon in Capricorn, you internalize everything. You internalize everything. The fact that yours is shifting so much in this next month, you need to really be careful, okay? All right. I do love that everything else is really, really in conjunction now. Sweet. Well, your cardinal, fixed, and mutable are pretty damn even. 40, 33, and 26. So 33 is cardinal, meaning that you have a very, very good sized go get them. Let's start some things. Let's do the shit. The fixed is 26%. Really, this is great. This is kind of great, especially for the end of the year. That means the things that you need to knuckle down on to get done, you have the drive to do it. And 40% is mutable, meaning that you're ready to get shit done, but you're not ready to cut everything out. You know what I mean? You're ready to start the things you need to start. You're ready to get done with some shit, and you're ready to cut things out that need to be cut out. So here's the thing with your elements that I see over here, okay? You have your air and your earth both at 40%. Both. You are super, super grounded right now. The thing you need to be careful with is being too grounded, okay? You can be overly grounded, guys. When you get too grounded, you're overly grounded. You end up sticking your feet in the sand, your head in the sand, and you don't want to move, okay? So you're really going to have to fight that with yourself, Amanda, is making sure that you're not drawing too many lines in the sand and saying, I refuse to cross this, or I'm staying right here, or whatever, okay? Being too stubborn about stuff. Now, the fact that your air is so big, this has its good and its bad too. It has its good in that your air is how you process information intellectually. It's how you share ideas. It's your logical side, okay? Having that 40% is fantastic. It's fantastic. But remember when I talked about your moon and how it has a huge shift? It is not so fantastic in that aspect because it means that you're going to internalize even more of that shit. So you're going to have to be really, really careful that you don't absolutely beat yourself up. You're doing all the things on the outward surface. You're doing all the things. You're doing really good and everything else, but moving stuff along. Inside, however, you're beating the fuck out of yourself. Okay? Your water is only 6%. Your intuition is almost going to feel shut off this month because, hang on, let me look. Let me look at one thing and I can tell you why. Okay. Your subconscious is taking over. It's taking over this month, okay? So like I said, that's how it's good and it's bad. Has its good in that it can move you along and get things done. Has its bad in that moon being in Capricorn means that you're going to internalize all the shit, okay? You do need to really be extremely careful who you're around energetically because as far as your medians go, remember we were talking about East and West earlier? You only have 3 placements in the West and 12 in the West and only 3 in the East. So that is everybody's energy affecting you. Where's your moon? Of course it's in the West. So that moon, I keep coming back to that, but your moon being in Capricorn and your moon having this, be careful being around people that have way too many emotional things going on. Okay? Okay? Okay. Alrighty then. So you just need to make sure that you're in balance this month, Amanda, okay? Being in balance will help tremendously. All right. Miss Andrea Norris, I need to totally be doing the things correctly here. Hold on. There we go. Andrea Norris. So on my thing, like when you guys are here and I do your thing, I'm supposed to check you off. And I realized I wasn't checking you off. And then I was like, why does it show I haven't done those? Because I did. Because you didn't check them off, bitch. That's why. All right. Miss Andrea Norris. Oh, it's a Colorado baby. I love Boulder. I love Boulder. Seriously. It is one of the most beautiful places. I love Boulder. Grew up going there. Thank you, love. Oh, who all lives in Boulder? So, in other words, the next time I come up, you guys are going to come see me, yeah? I love Boulder. Well. Andrea, are you here? Are you here? Because I am planning my year out. And I do have a little weekend getaway in Victor that I've got to replan. So, you know, I'm going to be up there. All right. I want to show you guys one of the coolest things I've fucking seen. You ready? Do you mind if I show part of your chart? I won't show your birth date or anything, okay? Tell me you're a natural born witch without telling me you're a natural born witch. Y'all see what I see? Y'all see what I see? Who sees it? Dude, that's cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Babe, you were born to be a magical being. Don't ever let anybody tell you fucking differently. It's right there. It's right there. That's fucking cool as shit. I'm sorry, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like, that's fucking cool as fuck. Never let anyone tell you that you are not the most magical fucking soul. That's cool as fuck, man. That's cool as fuck. All right. I digress. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. So I was like, hey, I got to show this. Excuse me. I got to show this. You got to love Dr. Pepper, don't you? Isn't that cool? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Oh, well, here's why they do. Your Saturn and your Jupiter were in retrograde when you were born. Your Jupiter is in Aquarius. It was in retrograde when you were born. Your Saturn is in Capricorn, just barely in Capricorn, and it was in retrograde when you were born. So you owning your personal power is something that you have to overcome in this life. It's something you have to overcome in this life. Like, it's a major thing. It's a major lesson. Those are the only two things. I almost don't want to get off that. Like, that's cool. All right. Remember how I just said those two things were in retrograde when you were born and they were something you had to overcome? Well, they're still in retrograde and they're still in the same placements. Hang on, let me go back and look at something. Except they have moved houses completely across and now there is a direct point right there. Okay. All right. So all right. If you can, I haven't looked at any of your charts yet. I'm just looking at the wheel, okay, the transits. So here's the thing. If you can knuckle down and if you can fake it till you make it and own that personal power, you have everything else set up to be able to overcome those two things. I would say probably, hang on, let me look at your month. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. So when I forwarded it a month, let me show you. Okay. So what I'm looking at is right here. See those two? See where they're right there? Okay, so see your moon right here? See how this is now a triangle where it was a star, okay? I want you to watch. This is 1 month from today. This is January 3rd, okay? See that? Did you see the line? Your moon shifts over enough in this next month to really knock out that personal power karmically, okay? That's a massive shift. So, if you can pull this fake it till you make it, and I haven't looked at your placements or anything yet, like this, I saw that immediately, seeing that go bam right there in front of my face. You are set up right now. This also tells me that you've had a really, really fucking rough time lately. Sorry, I'm looking at something. You've had a really rough time since like May of 2021. You've had a super rough time. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So that is because this heater is killing me. And then when I turn it off, I'm freezing. It's because you know how it's like you hear the saying, it's always the darkest before the dawn. That's exactly what's been going on. It's exactly what's been going on. So it's like the universe just fucking knuckled down. Your moon has been in Cancer and will be in Cancer. Okay, hang on. You're getting a little more than just a month because here's why. We're gonna turn around again. All right. Okay, so this is now, okay? So 1 month from today. See how much your moon moved? You see your moon down here? I want you to watch. Every click is a month, okay? So I want you to watch. The main thing I was looking at was that line. That's a major shift. Okay, you ready? Watch. See how much your moon is moving? Look at all those lines. See? See? All the things. All the things. Now let me explain that to you because I know you saw the movement. I know you saw the lines and so on. Okay. Well, here's the thing. The reason that things have been so fucking hard for you over the last year and a half is because it was setting you up to fix so much shit karmically. I have a feeling you probably already fixed a whole bunch of shit karmically and you don't know you did it because that's why this was so fucking hard. That's why this last this last year and a half was so hard because you had to knock so much shit off of your list. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, that's hard. But I absolutely love the fact that you're about to knock these two major things off. I would see, if you were sitting in front of me, I'd be like, let me see your palm. Let me see your palm. You're in the middle of this work phase right now. So when I'm looking at your cardinal, mutable, fixed, 53% of your chart is fixed right now, meaning you are knuckling down, getting through some shit. You still have some shit to go through, but this is like the turning point. This is the Wednesday in your week right now. All the bad shit is over. The Monday and Tuesday is over. Now you're in the Wednesday and it's Thursday into Friday. Okay. 20% is cardinal and 26% is mutable. You are knuckling down and getting rid of the shit. This is your most productive time as far as karma goes. Now, when I'm looking at your elements, your air and your water are both 20%. They're equal. That's perfect. Then you have your earth at 26%, which is also great for me to see because it means that you're very grounded. So seeing all that mutable or all that fixed over there with knuckling down and getting through the shit, that's fucking fantastic. Your fire is the biggest part. It's 33%. That means you're busting through all of these fixed aspects. You're busting through your Wednesday like nobody's business. You are the most productive you have ever been in your life this month. If you want to get shit done, if you want to bust things out karmically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, whatever, this is the month to do it. I'm serious. You have this fucking fantastic fire and drive behind you to get some shit fixed and finished. I'm serious, girl. This is it. This is it. Okay? It's fantastic. Run with it. Run with it. Do all the things. Take off early on Friday. Does that make perfect sense? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, you're on it. You're on it, dude. And don't ever let anybody ever... I love the little heart kiss guy. Don't ever let anybody tell you you're not a magical being. In fact, truthfully, seeing your chart, seeing that big of a shift, and seeing the fucking pentagram as your fucking birth chart, I would bet this is your last life. I would bet this is your last time around. That's also why you're getting a whole bunch of shit out of the way. It also tells me you've had a pretty tough go of things as far as life up to now. Okay? But, yeah, I would bet this is your last time around. Yeah, I would love to see your hand. All right, Miss Laura Crone. How are you? How are you, Miss Laura? Thank you. I'm glad that you like my hair. It's sometimes my bangs do great things and other times they don't. Like, I don't know what's going on right here. All right, Miss Laura Crone, you ready, sweet pea? You are so welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad I got to read your chart tonight. I've never read for Laura. Man, I love me some Phil Collins. Loved me some Phil Collins back in the 80s. All right, Miss Laura, let's look at you. Woo! Boy, you just chose to come here and get all this fucking shadow work done. All the shadow work done. Your moon is in Taurus and it is in direct fucking line with your Saturn, which is in Scorpio. I now see why you are so good at creating fucking jewelry. It's the only thing that allows your brain to calm down and work through all the shit. I would bet you're really good at little tiny delicate intricate things because it allows your brain to slow down, work through some shit. I see you. I see you, Miss Laura. I see you. And now your moon is in Libra this month. Okay. Okay. All right. Ready, Miss Laura? My eyebrow itches. It's been itching all day. That's weird. All right. Miss Laura. Let's chat. I'm even going to switch my legs up here. Ready? So, your moon is now in Libra, which is balance. I forwarded it, throughout December. I was looking at it. It stays in Libra the whole month. It does shift a pretty decent amount, but okay. You have a lot of things in retrograde. In fact, you only have four placements that are not retrograde. your sun, your Mars, your Jupiter, and your moon are the only things in your chart this month that are not in retrograde. Now, guys, when I say in your chart it's in retrograde, it doesn't mean in the universe it's in retrograde, okay? Everybody's birth chart is different. And when we fast forward it and so on, everything is different. There are no two people's charts that are alike. It's even more complicated than fingerprints, trust me. You have so much in retrograde right now. I'm looking at what's in retrograde, because these are things you don't need to be working on this month. So your divine feminine, your communication, so the good thing about Neptune being in retrograde is that you're not so daydreamy. You are focused, laser focused on things. Karma is in retrograde. Okay. So the only things really that you need to work on right now, that you need to help bring into balance, is your divine masculine, which is in Taurus, and your personal power, which is in Aquarius. Okay. Here's the good. You ready? There's good and bad with this next part. We're going to go with the good first. The good is that almost half your chart, 46%, is in cardinal signs, meaning you are ambitious, you're ready to move forward, you're ready to get some shit done. So a lot of that divine masculine is pushing this forward. Your fixed is 30%, 33.3, meaning that you're also ready to put in the work to get them done. Now, only 20% is mutable, which the good thing about having more cardinal aspect right now, this tells me that you've had a time the last few months of not being ready to start anything new. Like you've just kind of felt like, kind of, not lazy, just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. You know how you get in that mood where you're just like, I don't really want to do anything. Like I want to do something, but I don't want to do anything. But I don't know what I want to do. Like that feeling. Where you're just not feeling anything. That's where you've been the last few months. Now, this is fixing to shift hardcore. Because here's the other part. Let's talk about your elements. 40% of your chart is fire. 40. Meaning you are ready to bust forward into this new year with all the passion, all the drive, all the ambition, like just Yeah. The rest of your chart, your earth is only 13%. So you're going to have to be really careful that you don't allow that fire to move you forward too fast without being grounded and kind of having a plan. So seeing, I saw what you said, that your in between things, you have a lot going on. Find a way to ground yourself. Find a way to stay you. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, you're going to rush forward and you're going to take on way too much to the point that it's going to overwhelm you and you're going to burn out. Okay? It's almost like when you build a fire. If you use all of the kindling and everything right up front like that, you're going to burn out really quick. If you don't get enough air to that fire, you're going to burn out really quick. You've got to make sure that you're grounded in who you are. As long as you're grounded in who you are, that fire and those cardinal signs can push you forward and it doesn't overwhelm you. It doesn't burn you out because your air is 26.7%. Which is a pretty good chunk, meaning that you can process everything logically and intellectually. Like you can really make a massive leap forward this month as long as you kind of stay grounded a little bit. So I don't know if you're going to continue to do bracelets, if you're going to continue to wrap, if you're going to continue to do any of those things. I would make sure you do. Whatever helps your brain to slow down and think, that's what you need to be doing. I understand that on a deep level, and you're kind of my call out from the universe, because one of the things that I do to help me work through some things mentally is draw. Like, draw. I have a whole bunch of these I got to do, and I'm actually really glad I do because it forces me to stop and slow down. So you need to do the same thing, Miss Laura. You need to have something that makes your brain go, okay, my hands are occupied, I'm doing the things, and I can work things out up here. Okay? Does that work? Does that tell you some things? I used to love to rap. I can't anymore. Like, my eyes have gotten not bad, but it's hard for me to focus, and my hands shake all the time, and it's dumb. Thank you, Miss Lisa. How's Jerry? All right, Brandon, you ready? I know I don't have your chart. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you have something that you do, babe. Get your chart all put together here. All right, let's look at the Brandon. So if I've never pulled your chart before, if I've never done a read, then I want to study your natal chart for just a minute. So that way, hey, Bradford's Barbecue, how are you? So that way I can kind of get a feel for where you started from. So if I know where you started from, it's much easier to see how it's affecting you now. You know what I mean? Ooh, your Mercury is in Taurus. I just think that's funny because I know how Tauruses are when they need to communicate. We're communicating now, bitch. Like, they just hit you like it's out of it. Okay. So one thing that I'm going to say, I am sorry that the universe did this to you. Your Pluto is in Sagittarius and retrograde when you were born, meaning that you are really hard on yourself. You are really hard on yourself. Okay. Let's look at now. Okay. So now your communication is in Gemini and your moon is in Taurus. Okay, let me look at the next month. Okay. So what I was looking at is, remember how I just said your moon's in Taurus? So your moon being in Taurus is you are really working through some heavy shit right now. This next month from now until January 3rd, you're really going to be in here a lot working through some hardcore heavy shit. Your sun sign currently is in Cancer. Your karma is in Cancer, your Saturn. Your divine feminine, your Venus, and your communication Mercury are both in Gemini. Your personal power is in Leo, meaning that, remember when I said you were kind of hard on yourself? You're going to be really hard on yourself. You're really working through some stuff. So the one thing I'm going to say to be careful with is that your Pluto is still in retrograde. So that's not something you're ready to overcome yet in this life. But the thing I love is that your Neptune is also in retrograde right now, meaning your head is not really in the clouds. So you're able to work through some of this stuff very logically. All right, let me look at this. Gotcha. Remember how I said you were just going to work through some stuff and really, really get some stuff done and going? 60% of your chart is mutable signs, meaning ending, cutting things off, being done, letting go. 20% and 20% in cardinal and fixed. So you're not ready to jump in and start new things right now. You are ready to kind of move through, get some stuff done, but you're ready to get rid of shit. I would not be surprised to know, thank you, Brandon Love. I would not be surprised to know that you're getting rid of like physical things, people, etc. Like you are on track to get rid of all of the things that are holding you down. That's why that moon is important. That's why you working through all this shit in here is important. Dude, this is a good fucking solid month for you. It's going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. This is definitely a shadow work month. It's going to be hard. But it's so you can get rid of the shit that's holding you back. So when I look at your elements, you have your air and your water at 33.3. So water is emotions and intuition, meaning your intuition is on fucking point. So when you have something telling you, you know what, that person is not very good for me, you're flat lying. Okay, you are in my highest good and you are telling me the truth. You're going to instantly know, like, your intuition is fucking on point. Your air is, if you guys have been listening at all, you probably already know this by now. Your air is how you look at things intellectually, how you process information, how you logically work through things. So the good thing about you working through all of this shadow work and going forward is you're doing it intellectually and logically. You're not, yes, your emotions are pretty deep, so you're going to have to be careful there, but they're pretty balanced with this air. Your fire is only 20%, meaning that you're not ready to just go out and jump the gun and do this. You're going to think it through. The only thing I see that you need to pay attention to is your earth is only 13.3%. So you need to make sure you're really grounded in who Brandon is. Okay. And I have a feeling, let me go back here real quick. Hang on. So your personal power is in Leo right now. Your Jupiter is in Leo. Okay. So a lot of you moving forward and a lot of you looking forward logically and not really daydreamy, you know what I mean? Like looking at goals and where you want to go and what you want to do. That is really important right now. It is really important right now. This is, I'm going to say that aside from clearing some things out, aside from shadow work, you setting goals right now is really vital for you going forward. So those times when you get too stuck in your own head and too hung up on shadow work or whatever, start working on goals. Start working on goals. So here's the thing, guys. Goals don't have to be hard. Goals don't have to be, oh, let me set this huge thing. Don't do that. Set little tiny goals. Set goals daily, set goals weekly, and start hitting those. Because here's the thing. If you have these little tiny goals, set yourself a step, okay? Set some stair steps like this. Set some huge fucking goals up here. But know how you're going to get to those huge fucking goals, okay? Know how you're going to get there. Because if you just set a goal and it's just a straight line, how the fuck are you going to climb a hill like that? You can't. Have some stairs, okay? When you also start hitting those little bitty goals and you see that you're hitting those little bitty goals, then you get really motivated to hit the big goals. You get motivated to continue to hit all those goals and hit the big goals. Brandon, this is the month for you to really think through and set those goals, honey. Okay? This is really going to be a good month for you. It really is. It's hard. It's going to be hard and you're going to be trudging through some shit. But it's going to be a really good month for you. Fantastic month for you, okay? Okay? Does that help out? Does that help out? Alrighty. Let's see who else I got here. Alright, let me go to my list and mark things. Got Miss Laura. Got Brandon. Alright, so I got Angela, Joy, Marva, Kimberly, Andrea, and Suzanne. And that is my list for this evening. I think, wait, let me refresh. Hang on. I want to say that and then not be right. Because I'm a Capricorn. Got to have that perfection. This is why I can't date. Because I'm always working. Or it has to be perfect. I'm just kidding. That's not really why. Okay, the first part is why. All right. I'm going to shut up. All right, Miss Angela, you ready? Sometimes I forget how much I like doing astrological reads. They're fun. You remember that one time when I said that I didn't want to do astrological reads? And here I am. Miss Angela gets a nice shiny new one too. My niece was born on your birthday, Miss Angela. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm like, why are you not doing the thing? Because I only entered 2 numbers on the year, like your birth year. So I'm like, why are you not pulling me up a chart? What are you doing? Duh. All right. All right, let's look. Guys, chai latte with whipped cream and some cinnamon on top. It's fucking delightful. Even cold. Yes, Tashana, I know you bought me a warmer, but it's still in the bag and I haven't brought it in here yet. And cold chai latte is still good. I'm just saying. All right, Miss Angela. You were kind of all over the place when you were born. These lines are everywhere. Okay, let me see now. Woo, laser focus. Holy shit. Can I show yours? Is it okay if I show yours? All right. So, you see what I mean by kind of being everywhere? See how everything's spread out? All right, you ready? See all the spread out like, ah! Okay. Watch this shit. Bam! You went from being everywhere to laser focus. Look at all these Taurus placements right now. Like, holy shit. This is when you were born. This is when you were born. And this is today. Kabam! Oh, goodness sakes, girl. You are just a fucking laser focus. Laser focus. Like, pinpointed laser. Pinpoint. All right. So let me look at your month real quick. Still laser focused. Okay. Sorry, I'm watching one thing move here. Okay. So let me say this. Remember how I said that you were laser focused and going forward? Your moon moves enough that whatever this hard ass shit, shadow work wise, you have been busting your ass and almost killing yourself over. Not in a bad way, metaphorically. Don't fucking ban me, TikTok. What the fuck is that? Okay. This thing that you've been beating yourself up over shadow work wise, you finish it this month. You work through it this month. So what I was looking at is your moon's in Libra, okay? Right now, it is straight in conjunction right down there with your sun sign, which is in Taurus. There is something really deep in your soul, really deep for you that you've been working through lately. It has almost been torturing you. You've been working through it so fucking much. This is the month that it's finished. It's done. Even, guys, when you're going through shadow work, when you're working on something with yourself, when you're really digging deep and healing some traumas and healing some things in yourself, it's not only hard, but it's almost like it damages you. Like it does. And you trudge through some deep shit. Like you drag yourself through all of the mud and the barbed wire and then some alcohol. Like, trust me, I know. But eventually you come to a point where one day you're just sitting there and it starts to creep in your mind and you go, No, I have accepted that. I have healed from that. And you realize, oh my God, I'm done. I'm done. This is the month. This is the month, Miss Angela, that becomes a reality for you. That becomes a reality for you. The thing that you've worked so hard within yourself to heal and to get over and to get past as far as shadow work goes, this is the month. This is the month. In fact, I'm going to go day by day. Hang on. Because I can almost pinpoint what day it is. New Year's Eve. Literally New Year's Eve. Actually, in the night into New Year's Eve. So not New Year's Day, but like the 30th into the 31st. Mm-hmm. Congratulations. That's a hard thing to do. Okay, let me look at something else here. Well, here's why. Ready? 40% of your chart is cardinal signs and 40% of your chart is earth signs, meaning that you just went, you are so fucking grounded right now. It's not even funny. Normally I would say almost too grounded, but I'm not. I'm not. Because seeing how your chart progressed, seeing how you went from everywhere to laser focused, and seeing how that laser focus is working through something really intense and deep that you're actually going to realize this month you've done, it's going to ground you in a way like a next level grounded. Does that make sense? As we walk on our path, as we go along our spiritual journey, guys, we reach different levels of being grounded. We learn how to ground ourselves. At first, we need people. We need parents. We need siblings. We need friends. We need things like that when we're young to ground us in who we are. Okay? We don't really worry about the outside world that much. It's here. Okay? As we get older, we get to be a teenager, we need something about ourselves that grounds us. We need an identity that grounds us. When we're a young adult, we're in our 20s and 30s, different things allow us to ground ourselves. Sometimes we go back to that family, the people aspect. Sometimes it's things. Sometimes it's who we are. It's who we become. But when we get older, we hit a point. Some people do it in their 20s and 30s, don't get me wrong. But as you grow in your spiritual journey in yourself, you hit a point where you are your own grounding. You are your own grounding. And suddenly you don't need people to make you feel like who you need to be. You don't need that job, that title. You don't need the things. You are just grounded. You are just grounded. And when you do, your energy goes through the roof. Your energy and your drive and your focus goes through the roof because you realize you no longer need people, places, things to ground you. And it's utterly fantastic. This is exactly where you're at. This is exactly where you're at, Angela. I normally would say, ooh, you got to be careful with that because your fire is only 6.7%. But babe, I think this is exactly where you need to be in life. I think this is exactly the learning aspect, the boom, the light bulb that you need right now. I think this is exactly what you need right now. And I'm really excited for you because when you hit that and you realize that you don't need any of that shit to ground you in who you are, that you are who you are and you own it and you're fucking epic at it, it's such an amazing freeing feeling. It's such an amazing freeing feeling. And a lot of people won't like it because they don't have that yet. So, Miss Angela, I would say that this is a cornerstone month for you in going forward. You're going to look back and go, that was the month. That was the day. That was the year. You're going to look back and know. Okay? Okay? All right. Miss Joy Peters. You ready, Miss Joy? Do I have your chart, Joy? I don't think I do. Let me look. I do not. So one of the things that's really funny about doing these is that when I get to look at y'all's charts, here's how much of a fucking Capricorn perfectionist I am. I have to make sure everything is capitalized just perfectly. Can't just type it all in. Oh no, it has to look perfect. Oh Lord. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is why I was such a good writer. Because everything was always perfect. Formatted as perfect as possible. Alright. Let's look at you here, Miss Joy. Are you here, Joy? You ready? All right, Miss Joy. There you are. Woo, girl. When you were born, your fucking Saturn's in Capricorn. Damn. Damn. Okay. Your Saturn and your Jupiter were both in Capricorn when you were born. Girl, you are other people's karma. You are literally other people's karma. All right, let me look at now. I think it's a good thing that you're a Pisces. You're barely a Pisces. Like, you're a cusp. Because you still have that charm that the Pisces have, but you have that drive that the Aries have. Wow. Okay. So now your Saturn and your Jupiter are still in Capricorn, but they're both in retrograde in your chart. Okay. Let me look at your month real quick. Miss Joy, we're gonna have a chat. Nobody else listen. Everybody plug your ears. Okay? Everybody plug your ears. Miss Joy, I feel like you've forgotten how powerful you really are. I feel like you've kind of forgotten who you are lately. Because seeing that those two things are in retrograde, your moon and your Aries, your moon and your Mars are in Aries right now. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power with your shadow. And that's a lot of power with your divine masculine. And I have a feeling that those are overwhelming other things. Because your divine feminine, your sun are both in Gemini, and your communication is in Taurus. So you've been shut down. Like, you've kind of shut down in a lot of aspects. So I'm gonna look at something real quick. Okay. You've been 46% of your chart is cardinal signs, and 46% of it is Earth. I knew that was coming because I've been talking way too much. I was like, I can feel it. I can feel the yawn right there. You've almost like dug your feet in the sand on a lot of things lately. So this month is a month that you're going to have to decide what's really important. Like what's really important as far as you going forward. Oh, you're doing a massive evaluation right now. You're doing a massive evaluation right now. because you have 33% of your chart is fixed, which is your determination to move forward and so on, and 20% is mutable, the things you're letting go of. But when I look at your elements, like I said, 46% is earth. You are very grounded. And again, I'm not going to say overly grounded. I'm not going to say too grounded, because the rest of the things, your fire and your water are both 20, and then your air is 13. So the only problem there is that your air is 13, meaning that you're not processing everything as deeply as you should, like logically. That earth has got you just kind of set in the ground. You are manifesting, you're being very practical, you're being very productive, but you're going to have to be really careful that you don't just gloss over things, because this is how I said. I'm doing this. Your intuition is perfect. Your drive is perfect. Your grounding is good. You're just going to have to make sure that you kind of stop and think about things. People that have a ton of earth placements, whether it's when they're born or at any time in their chart, when you have a lot of earth placements, you tend to get too set in your ways. You can get in a rut. It may be a good rut. It may be a good rut, like driving, moving forward, like But at the same time, it's still a rut. You would kind of refuse to go out of either side. Long-term COVID fuzzy brain got you. So you don't mean to be set in that way. You just are. I got you. I got you. Okay, let me look at something. So the good thing is this month, the conscious and the subconscious are pretty even. In fact, subconscious is only 7 and conscious is 8. Let me see here. So your personal power is in your conscious, but your moon is, okay. So you're going to have to be careful that some of that shadowy aspect doesn't take over. But your personal power is in your own conscious aspect. Your moon and your personal power and your masculinity, your divine masculine, is all in your east meridian, which is your energy toward other people. Okay, so here's the thing you're going to have to be careful with, because your communication is to your west, which is the energy you take from other people. Do not let other people talk you out of doing something. Do not let them talk you into doing something. So this is where you're going to have to make sure, I love you, you're going to have to make sure that you really look at things. So when you're like, hey, I'm going to do this, and then say your sister or whatever is like, well, you don't really want to do that because I heard, read, saw, blah, 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 this. So then you're like, oh yeah, you're right, I don't want to do that. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen, okay? So when you start to change your mind because of something somebody says to you, I want you to hear my words, okay? I want you to hear my words. My spiritual advisor said, your spiritual advisor said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your opinion, okay? That right there, because that's why I was like, let me look at something. Because remember how I said your air was little, that working through things logically? If you pay attention to your intuition, if you pay attention to what you know needs to happen. I need to make a shirt like that, don't I? My spiritual advisor said, shut the fuck up. Okay. All the shirts. So I can't do it before Christmas because I may or may not be really overwhelmed right now, in a good way. But after Christmas, guys, we'll get the shirts out, I promise, okay? So, Joy, seriously, when I would be really careful at who you tell what you're doing, what you're planning, what you're wanting to do, because they're going to try to talk you out of it. And the way that your chart is this month, you're very susceptible to letting them. Okay. So yeah, when you tell somebody something and they start going, well, blah, 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 blah. My spiritual advisor said for you to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So all in your head, as soon as they're talking, I want you to go, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I just want you to sing shut the fuck up to whatever song. How about Holiday? Shut the fuck up. Just saying. Just saying. Because they'll talk you out of it. and it'll change everything, okay? Don't let them do that, okay? Yeah. Maybe I just need to make you all a little video that you can have on loop. And that way, like when your mom, your sister, your dad, your brother, your best friend, whoever starts going off about, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. You can just play it in your ear and be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Miss Marva Pooh. Where's my Miss Marva at? So I was just talking about you today, Miss Marva. I've still got to figure out where to put, you're so welcome, love. You're so welcome. I've still got to figure out where to put that lightning struck wood that you sent me. I was going to put it up front, but I don't feel like it needs to go up front. So I'm trying to figure out where to put it because I'm still really honored that you sent that to me. Like, that is a gorgeous piece of wood. All right, Miss Marva. Have I done your chart before? I have you in here already. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I forgot you're the square. That sounded really wrong. That sounded really wrong. Can I please show you what I meant before? I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't mean Marva's a square. Hang on, look, watch. Ready? Can I please show you what I meant before? I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't mean Marva's a square. Hang on, look, watch. Ready? Square. Marva's a square. Marva's balance. See that? Not only is she square, these are all square nodes. Square, 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 square. Marva is literally balance. Marva brings balance to people. Oh, well, you're a Gemini. Of course you do. Yeah. So, that's what I meant. I didn't mean that you were square. I didn't mean that you were square. So, Marva is one of those souls that is here to bring balance to other people. And I really just need to bring balance to my fucking heater. Because that is hot flashes. Hot flashes are stupid. They're stupid. Meat sacks are stupid. So, Miss Marva is here to be balanced. So, I would bet that throughout your life, you have had a slew of people so far, one way or the other, really, really good to you or really, really bad to you, and there's not been a lot of people in the middle. Am I right? All right, let me look. Let me do that. All right. I'm looking at it now. Move you over here. You was in the way. All right. You still have all those squares? I mean, you're not the square anymore. You're this beautiful flower. It literally looks like 3-4 big petals. But you still have several things that are in square with each other. So your sun and your Mercury are both in Leo right now. Your Mercury is in retrograde, meaning that you're having a problem. You're having a problem communicating right now. It's a good thing the music is on because Zeus is over there snoring really loudly. Can you hear him? I can hear him over the radio. He's so fucking cute. He's 3 fucking pounds of snoring fury. Can you guys hear him? I think he realized I turned around. I love him. Hey, Ashley, how are you, sweet pea? what's funny is he's like he's a good 8 feet from me. Seriously. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Because I could hear him. I'm right in front of the speaker. And I'm talking. And I'm concentrating. And I'm like, what the fuck? He snores like an elephant. He is louder than a truck driver. All right. All right, Miss Marva. Okay. Focus, bitch, focus. Okay. So. Oh, you're so sweet, Miss Loretta. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. I'm sure he misses you too, Miss Ashley. Are you doing good? You doing okay? I miss your face. All right. So, Miss Marva. Girl, I'm so sorry that your communication is like... And I know it's also really, really bad frustration because... being that it's in Leo means you want to communicate. You want to be outgoing. You want to enjoy and be loud and have fun. Oh, and your moon is in Capricorn too, meaning that you are really overthinking everything. Thank ya. I think I'd look good with a mustache, yeah? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's not. I don't want a mustache. No. All right, no. All right. Let me look at all of these other things here. Okay. So would you like to know why the universe has decided that your communication is in the shitter right now? So 26% of your chart is cardinal sign. That is moving forward, etc. Then 33 is fixed, meaning getting shit done. 40% is mutable, is ending stuff, okay? There's a huge chunk of your life, your past, that's ending right now, okay? Yeah, it goes, I don't know why it pulls that up on the 80s. I know it's not an 80s song, but it pulls it up, and now we're back to 80s. Like, I don't know who got it in the 80s pop. It is not. Yeah. So, Miss Marva, there is a huge part of your life, the past you, that's ending. 40% of your chart is in earth, 20 is in air, 26 is in water, and 13 is in fire. So you don't have a lot of drive to move forward right now. You just have a whole bunch of things that are done, that are ending. So, okay, let me go back. I'm going to look at something real quick. Hang on. Okay. So, this month, okay. Hang on, I gotta, because I'm just curious about something, so I'm moving it forward by days, because I want to see when this is over. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this part of your life that you're starting to let go of, this aspect, this is a major aspect of you, of who you've been. Okay. This major aspect is going to take a while to let go of. It's going to take a while. Like, you need to grieve letting go of this part of you. Okay. You have got to grieve this part of letting go of you. Hey, Raven. So, guys, anytime we make a major change in life, anytime we make a major shift, anytime we have a realization, anytime we leave a job, anytime we leave a relationship, whatever, no matter how little or how big it is, that was you. That was your energy. You were that person in that relationship, in that job, in whatever it was. That was you and your energy. So when that is over, you have to grieve that aspect. You have to grieve. You have to grieve who you were as that, in that, etc. And you have to grieve the energy so you can move forward. This is why a lot of people jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, like they can't be alone, because they don't want to grieve some past part of them. They don't want to let go. They want to be in a relationship because they can't let go of some aspect over here. This is also why sometimes people will leave a relationship and they spend a long time by themselves. They don't want to do anything with anybody else because they're still grieving. And it's not that they miss that person, they're pining for that person or whatever. They're healing, they're working through that, and they're grieving who they were when they were with that person. They're grieving the loss of that part of themselves. You have to. You have to. Everybody's different. Everybody processes grief differently. Okay? So, Miss Marva, you're in that phase right now. But what I was looking at, what I was going forward, I know this is supposed to be just for December, but I looked forward into January. So on the 23rd of January into the 24th, your moon shifts just enough. Your moon shifts just enough that it is no longer in straight line. Hang on. Okay. It's no longer working against your sun sign. Meaning you can finally breathe easy. You can finally move forward. You can finally move on. Okay? So all of this hardcore grieving and letting go of who you used to be, you're at the very tail end of it. At the very tail end of it. Okay? So I'm proud of you for that because I know that that's hard. I know that that's hard. I know that's hard. So, I'm proud of you for coming this far. I'm proud of you for putting in all the hard work. I'm proud of you for moving forward. I'm proud of you for letting go. I'm proud of you for being who you are. I'm proud of you for grieving, etc. So, I fully expect for you to celebrate this. Go get yourself a big cupcake cookie or ice cream or whatever it is. You know, all the things. All the things. All the things. Miss Marva, this is actually fantastic. I know it's not quite in December. It happens in January, but I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic, and I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Miss Marva. And I'm glad I got to read for you this evening. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Miss Kim Harrell. You ready? Write down your chart, Miss Kim. Let me look. I love this song. I have not. Ooh, you're Christmas Eve, baby. All right, let me get all comfy here. Woo! You have an awesome looking chart. Girl. Have you ever seen your transit chart? Have you ever seen this? I want to show you because it's almost a star, but a different type of star. Look at that. Look at that. This is what I was like, wow. That's cool as shit, girl. That's cool as shit. So this right here, your Saturn being in retrograde when you were born. All right, let me see a couple things before I say for sure on that. Because what I would say, just because of where it sits and because of all the things coming off of it, see, I'm either hot or cold. There's no in between. This is dumb. I'm trying to determine, let me look. Okay. So what I was trying to determine is, since your Saturn was in retrograde, Saturn is your planet of karma. What I was trying to decide is it that you don't really have anything karmically you have to take care of while you're here? Or, because there were several things coming off of it, do you have to take care of all of those things? You had to take care of all of the things. So you decided in this go round to come here and go, let me just knock all this shit off the list. And your list is like 50 pages long, dude. But let me say this, as I'm looking at from your birth time to now, like to today, right now, and it is 113, just saying. I mean, on here, it's 10:30 here, but you've already accomplished several things. Several things. In fact, it has spread out to other things. Okay. Let me look at this next month. So one thing I love when I move this forward this month, I noticed that your Pluto is in retrograde, meaning that you are really beating yourself up looks-wise, okay? You ease up on yourself towards the end of the month, okay? Which is a good thing, because I have a feeling you've been kind of really doing it badly. There it is. Okay, actually, next week or so. That's finally done. Okay. That makes me happy. The other thing is, you're really starting to realize and set goals and dreams. You have this big old plan and this big old dream that you've been, I think pining over is probably the best word. But right now, that sits in Sagittarius, meaning it's a good time for you to make plans and put those steps in place to reach that massive goal. Your communication right now is in Virgo, and it is in direct line with your Saturn. So this is a good time for you to tell the universe exactly what you want, okay? So guys, when you're manifesting stuff and when you're telling the universe what you want, every single thing that comes out of your mouth is manifestation. Everything. So if you're talking to somebody about your goals, about dreams, about whatever, and you're like, yeah, but that'll never happen. You just told the universe it'll never happen. So stop it. Because when you tell the universe, oh yeah, well, but that'll never happen. Not only are you putting that in every single cell in your body, telling every single cell in your meat sack, that'll never happen. You just told the universe that'll never happen. Don't do that. When you say, I never win, I never get this, I never get that, you're telling the universe you never get those things. So the universe goes, okay, well, I don't give it to you then. I'll give you all those shit. Tell the universe exactly what you want right now, okay? Tell the universe exactly what you want right now, Kim, because everything being in conjunction, being square, etc., like your Mercury, your communication is in square with your Jupiter, which is in Aries in your personal power. That's a lot of fire and a lot of passion underneath your personal power. Everything coming out of you right now, every intent, every word is manifestation. And the universe is listening hardcore. Okay? This right now, this next month is the perfect time for you to set goals, for you to start hitting them, for you to put all those little tiny steps in place, and for you to bring in the things that you want. This is why I keep telling you guys, I want you to use my manifestation technique that I've been using. I gift it to you. I want you to use it all the time. I am the prize. I am the prize. Especially when you feel like shit about yourself. Especially when you feel like shit about yourself. But Kim, I keep drooling outside of my mouth. I hope you guys can't see that. I'm getting like so worked up and excited. Kim, right now, this next month, it's vital that you say the right things, that you speak them into the universe. Because when you're speaking them into the universe is listening. So when you say, hey, I need $10,000 more a year. I need $12,000 more a year. Whatever raise you want, right? Make it realistic for the universe, okay? Put it out there repeatedly. Repeatedly. If you're trying to find someone in your life, if you need a bigger house, if you need a new car, whatever, put it out into the universe. But don't put, I want. No. I have. Tell the universe you already have it. Okay? You already have it. And I know people say, well, you should tell the universe, you should say, I'm happy with everything I have. I have enough. No, you don't. And here's why. Listen to my reasoning. Because I know some of you went, what? What? You are enough. You are enough. If you have goals and you have hopes and you have dreams and you have things that you're trying to reach and you tell the universe, but everything I have right now is enough. I don't need anything else. Why the fuck would the universe give you any goals, any steps toward those goals? You just told the universe you already had enough. Just saying. So don't tell the universe, I have enough. Tell the universe, I know you're going to bring me exactly what I need to move forward. Put it on the universe. I know you're going to bring me everything I need to move forward with my goal. Just saying. Words are important. Words are vital. Words are vital. Okay, let me look at this real quick. I'll get off my soapbox. All right. Kim, this is exactly the month for you to move forward. Holy shit, this makes me happy. Okay, so you have 40% in cardinal signs, but your fixed signs, that drive to move forward, that drive to get things done, is 46.7%, almost half your chart. It's not the time to end things, though, because that's only 13%. This is the time to knuckle down and to move forward, okay? The thing I love is your elements are almost equal. 3 of them are at 26.7%. That's your fire, your earth, and your air. And your water is at 20. That's almost equal. That's almost equal. And it's fucking fantastic. It's fucking fantastic, okay? It tells me that everything is in balance for you to move forward and to knuckle down and get some of this stuff done. Let me go back to here. Girl, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I'm serious. I'm serious, Miss Kim. This is the month for you to get some things knocked out. Okay, what did I miss here? What did I just do? Go back. Sorry, I'm looking through comments real quick. There we go. Miss Allie, I'm glad that you came out, hun. I'm glad that you came to hang out with us, okay? We're always a safe space here. Safe space here. We're always a safe space here. So I never ever want you to feel like you don't have anybody, okay? I never want you to feel like you don't have anybody. And I'm sorry you had a difficult day, sweet pea. This whole last week has been difficult for a lot of people. And I'm so sorry that it got you caught up in it too, okay? Okay? All right. Miss Andrea V. Are you ready? I saw that you fell asleep a while ago, so here we go. Well, we're always here, love. All right. Miss Andrea, let's see what's up now. So your personal power right now is kind of in the shitter. It's kind of in the shitter. Your Jupiter's in retrograde and it is affecting, it's affecting your karma, it's affecting your communication, and it's affecting your Mars, your divine masculine. Which is in turn, affecting your Neptune. Woo! Okay. Follow me here. With your personal power being in retrograde, your Jupiter being in retrograde, it is affecting your divine masculine. It's affecting your Mars, your drive, which is right now in Virgo. Meaning that it should be fantastic. You should have an amazing amount of drive right now. But your personal power is in the shitter. It's affecting that. So your divine masculine being knocked down is affecting your Neptune, which are your goals and dreams, meaning that you're being way too hard on yourself because that's in fucking retrograde in your chart right now. That in turn is then affecting your Pluto, which is how you see yourself. Meaning you are being super hard and super down on yourself right now, which in turn is affecting your sun sign, which is currently in Leo, meaning that you're overly dramatic about how horrible you are. And then that is tied into your ascending, which is also tied into your moon, which is tied right back into your sun sign. So it's like a vicious fucking cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Okay. Girl, I just want to hug the shit out of you right now. I just want to squeeze the shit out of you right now. Okay, let me look at something. Let me look at something. Because you're not grounded. Okay. It's a simple fix. It's actually a simple fix, Andrea. So your cardinal, fixed, and mutable, your qualities, they're pretty equal. 33% is cardinal, fixed is 26, mutable is 40. Not completely even, but pretty damn even. Pretty close to even, okay? So that right there looks great. That looks great. Here's the problem. Your fire's 33. Your earth or your water is 20. Your air is 40. Meaning you are overthinking everything right now. You're trying to be too logical and process things too much. You're not allowing your emotions to be as deep as they need to be. And the problem too is that you feel completely ungrounded. Your earth is only 6.7% of your chart, a sliver. So you are caught in that loop of overthinking and beating yourself up way too much because your air is too much. Your air is too much. You're not grounded, babe. You're not grounded at all. And just because I kind of know the things you've been through lately, I understand. Like, I completely understand. That's a deep part of you, and I completely understand. I'm trying to figure out the best way to tell you to move forward. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out the best way to tell you to move forward. I would love to send you something, but the thing is, with shipping being so much of a pain in the fucking ass right now, I can't remember. Do you get a Bodhi box, Andrea? I'll look. Hey, Sass, are you here? Tiffany, are you here? I know one of y'all's here. Nobody? Neither one of them? What? Okay. Oh, there you are, Tiff. I was like, I thought I saw Tiff. Will you put on my list to add something extra to Andrea's box? Because I don't think she's here. I don't know if she fell back asleep. But I need to add something to her box to help her ground. Okay? Because this is... It's more than just learning how to ground yourself, learning how to reground yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's way more than that. It's way more than that. And I want to make sure, I want to help however I can. You know what I mean? I want to help however I can. So I need to put a couple extra things in her box. Okay? I think she went back to sleep, which I get it. I get it. All right. That means Miss Suzanne Horn, you are my last one of the evening. He's actually really good in concert, by the way. I saw him a couple years ago. There you are, Miss Suzanne. I thought that I had read for you before. All right. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Hey, Leisha. Your email. I did not check it. Let me recheck it, okay? We have been so fucking swamped lately that I haven't gotten to check messages. But, so one thing I found out, guys, is Google has my phone number wrong. Google's had my phone number wrong since August. So we've had several people saying, hey, I tried to call. And I'm like, I didn't get a call. That's why. That's why. And I've been fighting with Google to change the fucking number. And they won't. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, Miss Suzanne, you ready? Yeah, that's exactly why. So, I put the number in wrong. Everywhere. I don't know if I transposed numbers. But yeah, that's what happened. I also just had 2,000 cards printed with that on there. So, yeah. So the correct number is the 1848. Yeah. The number that ends in 1113, the 800 number, that one is correct. That one is correct. Now, the one that is 918, here is the right number. 918-380-2582. It's literally up and down the path. I have 2583. 2582 is correct. So yeah. All right. I need some incense going in here. 2582. 2582. So if you start at 2582. You would think it would be easier to change, but no. So, all right, let me get Miss Suzanne going here. Let me look at you. Let me look at you, girl. Love me some fucking Billy Idol. I almost wore my Billy Idol shirt today. Woo. All right, so let me see about this month. That's an interesting shift. So what I was looking at, so right now today, oh, hey Rogue One, how are you? All right, so your Jupiter currently is in retrograde, meaning your personal power is kind of in the shitter. Your moon, and it's in Virgo, meaning you're being really, really hard on yourself about it. Your moon is in Cancer, meaning that you're really kind of over emotional deep inside. Hang on, where's your communication? Oh, your communication is in Pisces and it's in retrograde, meaning that you have all this eloquent stuff up here that you want to come out and it is not coming out correctly. So it's like right in the shitter too. So your personal power and your communication are like all the down. And then you're overthinking everything. And your divine feminine is in Capricorn. Of course you are. Shit. Okay. Your moon being in Cancer. What I found was interesting is right now, there is nothing connecting your moon and your personal power. At the end of this month, so like right as January starts. It's so weird to think about it being almost January. Is that not weird? Okay. So right about the time January starts, you finally break. It's like there's some festering thought, some emotional festering thought that's in there that is really wrecking your personal power. That finally is broken. Okay, let me look this up. Okay. All right. So your cardinal signs that drive to move forward is only at 20%. Your fixed signs is 46.7. So that's almost half your chart. And then your mutable signs are 33.3. So you're really in this phase of knuckling down and knocking shit off your list, getting stuff done. Just with your elements, what's interesting here is it's kind of like these two are even and these two are almost even. So your earth and your water are both 33.3, meaning you're grounded exactly how you should be and your intuition is on point. But the problem is that means your emotions are kind of like, your air is 20 and your fire is 13. So a lot of it, you don't have a lot of drive right now. You just want to knuckle down and get shit done, but you don't have a lot of drive to push forward. I love that your earth is 33. I really do, because I think that's going to help you knuckle down and move forward. With your fire being so low, for some reason, that's kind of bothering me. Hang on a minute here. I need to look at something. Hang on. Okay, your moon is in your conscious aspect. Okay, here's why that was bothering me. Your Mars is in the west, meaning that that's energy that can affect you really deeply. Your moon, your Mars, your Saturn, and your Mercury. So your emotions, your shadow side, your communication, your divine masculine, and your karma are all on the western meridian aspect, meaning that is energy from other people that can affect you. So other people that have a really powerful divine masculine are going to affect you. Other people's words are really going to affect you this month. And that your moon is over there, their emotions are going to affect you, which tells me that you're really empathic. So your intuition being through the roof and you being really empathic, you really need to be careful and have yourself grounded and shielded against all the family bullshit this month. Because I know no matter how great your family is, there's always one. There's always one that wants to throw little zingers out there. Okay? Wants to throw little zingers out there. You're going to have to really shield yourself from that person this month, okay? Really, really, really. Because those are the things that are going to affect you the most, okay? So what I would recommend is if you know that person's going to be somewhere, try not to be in the same room with them if you can help it. Try not to be... So there's a few stones that can kind of help a little bit with that. This is for all of you guys. They can be a little expensive and a little harder to find, so I'm trying to think of some of them that are a little easier to find. Labradorite is pretty good with it, okay? That's a pretty cheap one that's pretty easy. Anything at all, if you can find Apache tears, those are really shielding, okay? They're getting a little more expensive lately, but they're still not bad. Onyx is a great one too. Black tourmaline is always a good go-to. Now, if you can find Demeterite, it looks like denim, okay? And it's like D-U-M, and I can't think of the way to spell the rest of it. But it's a dumb. It starts with dumb, but it's a blue denim-looking stuff. I keep doing this because I have tumbles of it. Charoite is also another one. C-H-A-R-O-I-T-E. That one is one of my favorites. Now, here's the problem. That one's getting a little expensive because it's only found in Russia. It's only found in Russia. So it's getting expensive. It was already expensive. Vesuvitite is another one. That one is fantastic. And it's not crazy expensive anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. Those will all help kind of shield your aura and your energy from other people. And hey, you can just in your head say, my spiritual advisor told you to shut the fuck up. I mean, blame me. Blame me. So, you know, when they invite you to go somewhere that you know there's going to be a whole room full of people that are going to dog you or, you know, cause problems or start arguments or whatever, you can be like, well, my spiritual advisor said, blame me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Blame me. You can use it. You can use it. Chaurite's one of my favorites. Where'd she go? Yeah. So this is what chaurite looks like. And I loved this piece because of all the white in it. But yeah. This is chaurite. This is a really dark purple piece. And it doesn't have a lot of black. But yeah, this right here is chaurite. That little marble cost me like 40 bucks. But I love it. I had to have it. So, yeah. I do not have chaurite in the shop right now. Yet. Y'all, I did get rid of a whole ton of stones to say, but after Monday, I'm going to have a whole bunch. I have a big shipment coming in. I'm going to play rocks with a friend. We'll have some more. Just saying. Just saying. There's a lot of people trying to fake being me right now, guys. Just know that I will never, ever reach out to you and ask to give you a reading. I will never reach out to you and say grand rising. I will never threaten you into giving none of that. None of that. Okay. So if you have someone claiming to be me, reach out to you and want to give you a reading, you have my permission to fuck with them all you would like. Okay. All you would like. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, guys, my list be finished. My list be finished. So, I would like to go see what my dog is barking at, but I already know it's nothing. The problem is he barks at everything right now, and so when there actually is something to bark about, I'm just going to be like, shut up, man, I don't give a shit. And then somebody's going to bust in my door. That's not funny. Knock on wood, that's not going to happen. It was a joke. Okay, don't do that, universe. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. I'm going to get some rest. Actually, I'm going to go take a crazy hot shower and then get some rest. I love you guys. Perfect song to walk away to, right? I will see you guys later. Bye.